Ravens with the football as we resume play in the second quarter. First and 10, Herbert. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Herbert. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. Play that started back at the 15. They pick up 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 26 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially If the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Davante Adams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
first down. Justin Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Setting up to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Herbert on first down now. It's caught. Lockett.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Running on first down, Eckler. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Herbert has it knocked free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go. Switch up. Here we go. Big 13.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they go play action now, Burrow. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Cook up the gut. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from 10 yards out. And the Bengals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Ravens taking the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and his pass incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot. And it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here we go.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Cook again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Bengals. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Ravens now down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Pass complete, Goddard. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Herbert gonna throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Herbert. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Herbert to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. That is out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Herbert. Escaping, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.